principles of the Judeo-Christian faith and the God of that tradition are found throughout the Declaration of Independence. Most presidents of the United States have declared their faith in God and have encouraged us to read the Bible. I'm encouraged to believe that Americans at this hour are striving to retain their spiritual identity despite the inroads of materialism and the rising tide of permissivism. On the front page of a Chicago newspaper some time ago, there appeared a picture of Betsy Ross sewing the first American flag. And over the picture was the caption, "Time to check our stitches." Let's check the stitches of racism that still persist in America. Let's check the stitches of poverty that bind some of our countrymen. Let's check the stitches of foreign policy to be sure that our objectives and goals are in keeping with the American. Let's check the stitches of pollution brought on by technology. Let's check the stitches of a moral permissiveness that could lead us to decadence. Let's even check the stitches of freedom to see if our freedom in America has become licensed. A liberal British writer recently said, "You Americans have become too free until you are no longer free." What a wonderful thing it would be if we could check these stitches before we celebrate the 200th birthday of America only 6 years from now. It could be done. As we look out on modern America today, we must admit there is a vacuum of the soul, a void into which millions of Americans are pouring alcohol, drugs, illicit sex, and religious occultism. Our youth are perishing in an orgy of quest. They want the older generation to tell it like it is. They have questions they're asking, the ultimate questions of life. Why am I here? Where did I come from? Where am I going? What's the meaning of life? The Bible is the only book in the world that fully answers these ultimate questions. I find a certain fear and expected cosmic judgment that hangs over our country at this hour as the divine timepiece ticks away. Thomas Jefferson felt this deeply when he said, "I tremble for my country when I reflect that God is just and that his justice cannot sleep forever." The Bible teaches that God will judge any nation that turns its back on him, especially a nation like America, which has been given privileges and responsibilities more than any nation in history. At President Eisenhower's first inauguration, he put his finger on a verse of Scripture. And here's what it says: "If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land." If we don't check those stitches and check them quickly, the American dream could turn into a nightmare. Today, I call upon all Americans to raise your voices in prayer and dedication to God and to recommit to the ideals and dreams for which our country was founded. Let's dedicate ourselves today to a renewal of faith. Let's dedicate ourselves to building rather than burning. What our forefathers began, we must work to fulfill. Their goal must be our goal. Their vision must be our vision. It is the vision of one nation under God where men can live together as brothers in freedom. I'm asking all Americans today, especially our young people, to pursue this vision under God, to work for freedom and for peace. It'll not be easy. The journey will be hard. The day will be long. The obstacles will be many. But I remember today a word spoken by Sir Winston Churchill, whose courage and faith and persistence carried his nation through the darkest days of World War II. The headmaster of Harrow, the famous prep school that Churchill had attended as a boy, asked Mr. Churchill to address the students. The headmaster told the young people to bring their pencils and their notebooks to record what Britain's greatest man of the century would say. The moment they had waited for came. The old man stood to his feet and spoke these words: "Never give in, never give in, never, never, never." I say to you today, pursue the vision, reach toward the goal, fulfill the American dream, and as you move to do it, never give in, never give in, never, 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 never.